If your glasses snapped in half, would you throw them away right away? Or would you try one simple repair first? What if a few common items, even an old battery, could help make this broken frame strong enough to use again? This pair of glasses is snapped clean in half, and the break is right at the point that takes the most stress. First, I'm going to use a small screwdriver to remove the frame from the glasses. This makes the repair much easier to control because I can work directly on the broken area without putting pressure on the lenses. When a break is this close to the stress point, we don't want to rush it. With those parts out of the way, the frame can rest flat on the workbench, making the damaged area much easier to align and control. Next, I'll wrap both lenses with a soft cloth before doing any repair work. This may look like a small step, but it is very important. When we start using tape, glue, heat, and sanding tools, the lenses can easily get scratched if they are left exposed. After that, I'll use a few strips of tape to hold everything in place. The tape keeps the cloth from sliding around while I work on the broken frame. This way, I can focus on fixing the break without worrying about damaging the lenses. A little protection now can save us from a much bigger problem later. Now I'll lay the glasses on a flat piece of wood and tape them down firmly. This keeps the frame steady while I work on the break. Next, I'll add a thin layer of super glue right along the broken area. I'll take an old dead battery and set it aside for a later step. This first bond is only meant to hold the two pieces in position. It is not the main source of strength. Then I'll grab a simple paper clip and cut it into several small pieces. These little metal pieces will help us reinforce the broken frame from the inside. Now, I'll use a soldering iron to heat the small metal pin. I'll hold the pin with tweezers and place it right across the broken area. This gives me better control and keeps my fingers away from the heat. As the soldering iron warms the pin, the plastic around the break starts to soften slightly. Once the pin is hot enough, I'll gently press it into the broken frame. The idea is to let the metal sink into the plastic and create a hidden support inside, so this repair is much stronger than glue alone. Do you think this hidden reinforcement will survive the final test? Or will the frame snap in the same place again? We'll find out after the finishing work is complete. Once the plastic cools down, I'll use a pair of pliers to trim off the extra part of the pin. I want it to sit as flat as possible, so the repair will be easier to smooth out later. Now, I'll open up this old dead battery and take out the carbon rod inside. This is the part we need for the next step. Just make sure you only use a dry, non-leaking battery, and never try this with a lithium battery. I'll place the carbon rod into the drill and spin it gently against a piece of sandpaper. This will turn the carbon into a fine powder for the next step. Next, I'll sprinkle the carbon powder over the broken area. Then I'll add a few drops of super glue on top. I'll repeat this step several times, building it up layer by layer until the missing section is completely filled. The carbon powder helps fill the gap and gives the glue more material to grip. When it hardens layer by layer, it creates a denser patch than glue alone. After the glue is fully dry, I'll prepare 2 pieces of sandpaper, one P400 and one P1500. I'll attach each piece to a small wooden stick with super glue. This gives me a flat sanding surface, so I can smooth the repaired area more evenly and keep better control while working on this small frame. Now I'll spray a little water on the repaired area and use P400 sandpaper to smooth the surface. This helps remove the rough spots and shape the repair before we move to a finer finish. Next, I'll continue with 1500 sandpaper to make the surface even smoother. This finer grit helps blend the repaired area into the frame, so it looks more natural and feels better to the touch. The goal here is to make the repaired area blend into the frame as naturally as possible, so the fix does not stand out when the glasses are back together. I'll remove the protective cloth from the lenses. During the repair, a little dust and dirt may have settled on the glass, so I'll clean it before putting everything back together. I'll apply a small amount of toothpaste to the lens surface, then use a soft cloth to wipe it gently and evenly. After that, I'll rinse the lenses with clean water and dry them with a soft towel. The result is a lens that looks much brighter and noticeably cleaner than before. Now, let's test how strong the repair is. I'll tap the glasses down on the table a few times to see if the broken area stays in place. I'm not hitting them too hard because we don't want to damage the lenses. We just want to check whether the repaired frame can handle a little real pressure. Next, I'll put the frame back together and make sure every part lines up properly. I'll tighten the screws carefully, but not too much so the glasses can open and close smoothly. Finally, we'll use a small amount of paint that closely matches the color of the frame. I'll dab it gently over the repaired area to help cover the reinforcement marks. Then we'll let the paint dry completely before handling the glasses again. And here is the final result. These glasses were snapped completely in half, but now they are repaired solid and ready to use again. If you found this repair useful, hit the like button and subscribe. And tell me in the comments, would you trust this repair? Or would you still replace the glasses? And if you have an idea for what I should try to fix next, leave it in the comments. Your suggestion might become the next video.